Hello and welcome to Gym Influencer Tier List. In my last video, I talked about how many gym influencers just can't be trusted. They're either trying to sell you a product or they straight up don't know what they're talking about. So I decided I'm gonna rank them all. I'm gonna put them in a list so you know who to watch. And also, just to start some controversy, in this video, I'm gonna be shooting some bombs, right? Shots are gonna be fired. By the end of this video, I'm gonna be hated by half of the gym community. I'm your host, Ruben. I'm a bodybuilder and fighter and powerlifter. I do everything. This is my friend Eli. He's a strongman, a casual strongman. He lifts heavy. He's a big and large. Oh yeah, get that bicep in, dude.
Yeah.
Getting lean.
Yeah.
Eli doesn't watch gym influencers like I do. Like, if you go through my YouTube recommended, almost everything is like gym related. Eli doesn't. So I don't know why I brought him on. But he's good as a middleman. So I can explain it to him, and then he works as the audience. Okay, let's just start this right off with Tristyn Lee. Do you know who that is?
No. Wait, is that the guy with the marker?
No, but they are very similar. Wait, that might be racist. They're both Asian and they're both very shredded. Tristyn Lee, he looks like a child. He looks like he's 5 years old, and he's shredded year round. I saw a video by him, and he was like, I was able to maintain 5% body fat year round because he was doing like 20 workouts a week plus 15,000 steps a day. I think he started bulking now. There's also a lot of like allegations.
Oh, I know this guy. I've seen him before.
Yeah,
he looks like a child.
Yeah, he looks like he's 8. He was eating like 18,000 calories a day and doing like 2 HIIT sessions per week, 6 lifting like days a week. It was crazy.
That cannot be good.
It's not. He was like, and he talked about it. He was like, I was fucking myself up incredibly bad.
But is he juicing?
Yeah, because like he bulked from 135 to 175, but like he didn't gain any fat. Like he's just as shredded, you know? Okay, I just want to take a second and say that was incredibly irresponsible for me to say. Now, I was partially joking because I thought it'd be funny just to flat out be like, yes, he's juicing. But the honest truth is that I do not know Tristyn Lee. I do not know any of these athletes I'm going to talk about. There are people on the internet who are a lot more qualified than me saying he's juicing, and there's people who are a lot more qualified saying he's not. And that goes for everyone on this tier list unless they outright say, hey, I'm juicing. The natty or not debate is pretty stupid. I know some people who are just fucking genetic freaks and people think they're juicing in real life, but it's like, nah, dude, they're just born like that. And then there's some people I know who are juicing who look natty. So I speculate a lot, but do not take any of my words for facts. Take them as light suggestions. The human body is incredible and capable of so many things. Some people are quite literally just built different, can stay shredded year round, build muscle. Some people are fucking built normal and can't do that. If you're a fitness YouTuber and you see this, please know this is all out of love. I genuinely watch most of these creators, and unless stated otherwise, I like you guys. I have nothing wrong with you. All right, back to the video.
That's insane, dude. That's natty.
Tristyn Lee, I don't know how I feel about him. He gives a very bad image for kids. I saw him when I was young, and I was like, I want to be shredded like him. I can do it. He can do it. But he wasn't transparent until recently on how much he would do to maintain that physique. I had no idea he was suffering that bad. So because of that, this is kind of mean. I'm sorry, but we're getting D tier. And next we got Andrew Eubanks. Sorry, I mean Alex Eubanks. Wait, what's that? Alex Eubanks, right?
Yeah, that's his real name.
Okay. Again with him, man.
Andrew.
This might be controversial. Right now, he's going in D. And let me explain. Okay. He has a fantastic physique. I'll never put that down. An incredible physique. But he doesn't do anything else with it. Okay, Alex, I'm sure you're a very nice guy. He seems like a wonderful person. But his personality, in my opinion, doesn't shine through like much of these other fitness influencers do. To me, he's like a Ken doll. He's beautiful, fantastic physique. He puts the work in, but he's just a beautiful person, you know? There's nothing like underneath all that,
yeah, that was fair.
All that dullness, you know? And on top of that, he also sets bad lifestyle habits because in every single video he complains. And every video is like, oh, I feel like shit, I'm too shredded. Oh, but I'm not gonna bulk though. And like there's videos of him where he's like 10% body fat and he's like fucking shredded to the bone. He's like, oh, I got fat right here. It's disgusting. Don't look at me. Dude. And that's so bad for young teenagers to see because they're like, oh, if that's fat, then I'm fucking obese, you know?
I'm extremely bloated right now. I feel like a fat ass. I feel like I just have gas in me. Probably because I had McDonald's last night, and the night before that I had Taco Bell, and then I had crumble cookie. It's honestly been tragic. I'll show you the physique after literally eating whatever the hell I want for the last 2 months and doing like no cardio. Can't even take my freaking wife beater off. This is how we're looking. 100% gained some fat. Some of you guys might not be able to tell, but if you like, I can tell based on where I look like right here. So when I do this pose that I always do on Instagram, based on if I can see this lower ab at the bottom part, dictates honestly for me when I'm close to single digit or not. We're probably sitting around 13 right now.
And it's not even that. It's also like he just won't commit to the bulk because he has mental issues that he's not working out. And there was like that famous thing where he went to the hospital. He's like, I'm gonna bulk, but before I bulk, I'm gonna do a 72-hour fast. But he's already like shredded to the gills, so he went to the hospital. And then I think he proceeded to not bulk after that. Okay, last interjection, I promise, guys. I actually filmed this video months ago, and since then, Eubank has been uploading a lot of advice videos. It's not too far from what my channel's trying to accomplish, actually. It's advice on how to be happy, live a better life, and become successful. And because of that, I would honestly move him closer to B or A now because I really, really like that type of content. It's good to learn from other people, and it helps you not make the same mistakes they did. And I'm personally not as religious as Alex is, but I admire a lot that he's really preaching what he believes. So great job, Alex. Keep up the good work. Everything I said was filmed a few months ago, so that's why everything is just a tiny bit outdated when it comes to Alex Eubank. But now, time to continue with the video. Next we have Noel Deyzel. I don't know how to pronounce it.
He's getting the S tier, dude. Daddy Noel.
Yeah, he actually is like my father.
Let me explain King.
Let me explain.
If you're new to the fitness community, he's one of the first people we want to like listen to, subscribe to, follow him on everything. He is legitimately our gym father. He gives fantastic advice. And not even just in the gym, outside of the gym. Like, he, like, legitimately talks about, he's like, if I had a son, this is what I'd pack him for lunch for school. And I'm like, that's awesome. S tier, fantastic information. He's very transparent about his steroid use, which we can't say about many people on this list. He's transparent about everything. Next, we got David Lade.
Is he natty?
Fuck. Unknown if he's natty. A lot of speculation on it. His physique is obtainable naturally, but it's just the rate in which he obtained it and the rate his strength would skyrocket. He is one of the most aesthetic physiques, right? There's that meme of like, I was skinny, every skinny kid saw David Lade and they got into the gym, right? And there's a reason, he looks fantastic. But if you go and watch any podcast where he's in, he's really bad at articulating things.
Literally hit a point where the back pain was so debilitating that I would rather kill my previous ego and start from scratch than I would maintain that ego and tolerate the back pain. Monk mode could become a detrimental extreme when monk mode becomes hyper prescriptionized.
I think he tries to send a good message, and let's say theoretically he wasn't natty. I understand why he doesn't say that. He has a lot of children looking up to him, and his physique is obtainable naturally, so why would he get hundreds of children to hop on gear and be like, yeah guys, I took gear. And he also is like the creative director of Gymshark, and he was a model for so long. That would fuck up everything. He sells programs, and we're gym goers. We know that if someone's on steroids and they have a good physique, we know they'll still put the work in. But if you talk to anyone who doesn't know about steroids, like, he's on steroids, he didn't do any work. He just took them and got big. So that he would instantly stop making money on so many things. So yeah, I think his message is good. He's aesthetic, he's an icon, but I don't know. Oh, what are you thinking, B or C?
Well, I was thinking just going off of what you said, I think a B is fair.
Yeah, I think a B is fair.
He's trying to promote a good message.
Yeah. Next, I don't know this guy's name. He's the calisthenic guy. Tattoo guy.
That is a search, apparently.
Yeah. Chris Heria?
I've never heard this name in my entire life.
You haven't?
No.
He was one of the first people I watched when I first got into fitness because, like, I would do a lot of calisthenics and I didn't know where to start. So I would, like, look up at-home calisthenic leg workout. I'm gonna have to give him an A tier. This is very, very good for beginners, you know? And you can get very, very far with calisthenics. And he promotes very good diets, eating clean. What is this?
In 1 week, you can go from that to that.
Oh, shit.
Doing a 15-minute ab workout.
Guaranteed results, day 1 to day 7. I think I'll put him in B. Because he provides good information. He's a good start. But if you're advanced, if you're intermediate at least, he's not going to do that much for you. Next is Bradley Martyn.
Bradley Martyn.
Have you ever seen a Bradley Martyn video?
Maybe a Bradley Martyn video where he's in a van, if that's one.
Bradley Martyn's popular for the I'm 260 though.
Like, he used to fight at probably like 145, 150. He's stronger than me. I guarantee he's stronger than you.
No.
I guarantee.
No way. How much does he weigh?
Right now he's older. He's retired. He's probably like he wouldn't be over 160.
Damn, I'm 260, bro.
I've seen clips on Instagram of him challenging fighters to a street fight. I don't know if I know some fighters have accepted it. I don't know if he's ever taken it. If he has, the results are gonna be on screen. I'm sure he wouldn't win. If he would win, I take it back. Bradley Martyn, you're a fucking beast. You're a freak of nature.
You think you beat me in a street fight?
You in a street fight?
Yeah.
You're a podcaster, brother.
I love it. So the answer is then yes, yeah?
Of course.
I love it. I love it.
I got rocked.
He's transparent about his use, his steroid use. He's very transparent about everything. But he's not, in my opinion, I've never seen an informative video by Bradley Martyn where he's explaining things. And if you're new to the gym and you're getting to the gym...
Well, I feel like, I mean, with the 260 though, brother, I feel like that borders on like entertainment more than that. So he's just I guess, you know, that's an influencer.
I'll put him in C for now because he is an icon. I know he gets a lot of people in the lifting. Next, Jeffrey Nippard.
Jeff Nippard.
I love that man. He makes the best programs. He gets a lot of shit. He gets a lot of shit on the internet. Like on the science. Yeah. You don't see those reels where it's like smallest science-based or biggest science-based lifter, and it's Jeff Nippard.
Dude, he's huge.
He is huge.
Great.
He is huge, but he gets made fun of because oh, you're small. I think he's one of the best sources of information. His videos are extremely well cited, extremely well researched, and even if you go back to his old videos like 6-7 years ago, they still hold up today. The information is relevant. He only makes videos off published studies, and he's a scientist. He does publish studies himself. If you are new to the gym, another person I recommend you immediately start watching. I gained almost all of my knowledge from him. S tier. Will Tennyson. You know Will Tennyson?
Maybe.
Will Tennyson's a fellow fat boy like me. I used to be a 300-pound large fat man, and he was also once a large fat man. I don't know how much he weighed. And when I was super fat, I just looked up on YouTube how to stop being fat or some shit. And one of his videos was the top results. I think it's actually his most viewed video, where he's just talking to a camera, and he was like shredded out of his mind. Hold on. Oh, I guess it's not his most viewed video. It's right here. This is the video I saw. It was 4 years ago.
Beast?
My top fat loss tips that changed my life from fat to shredded. Look at that shit. Dude, that guy, fantastic physique. So I saw that physique, and I'm like, damn. I'm a fat boy too. I could achieve that. And he had a very similar journey to me where I got super fat. I didn't know how to diet correctly, so I got super skinny and like weak and tiny, and I didn't make any muscle. And Will did that too. And then I was like, fuck it, I gotta get big like him. And I started training like him. I'm biased, I won't lie, but he gives very good information.
This is an opinion-based thing.
Yeah, it is.
So you can be biased.
He's kind of suffered a little bit of Mr. Beastification lately, where he's like, you can see his thumbnails are like a lot more flashy, and he does more challenge-centric videos. Like, I tried the world's healthiest diet for a week. Mr. Beast got fat, so I made him a plan to get shredded, you know? Like, it's much more challenge-based and stuff, which is not bad. He's on that grind. But he still has fantastic information. In all of his videos, he goes out of his way to give life advice, which is something I resonate with a lot and something I try to do on this channel. I'm gonna put him at A.
A tier.
Next, I have no idea who this is. I have legitimately no idea. Can I open it in another?
Enter full screen.
That might be Matt Does Fitness, but even then I don't know who Matt Does Fitness is.
Dude, he's just standing on a bridge.
Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. I'm just gonna move him to the back. Next, we got Larry Wheels.
I know Larry Wheels.
A very, very strong man. One of the strongest men alive. I honestly don't know much about him. He's really funny. I've seen a lot of clips. I know that meme of him eating that giant-ass burger. It's like me one day, it's the cut. It's like, and he's eating he's doing like the Big Bang Burger challenge. Let's see. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Look at him go, dude.
Wow. That was a very, very small bite for a large man.
He is one of the best genetics ever. Like, he's like 1 in a billion. Genetic hyper-responder to steroids. And if you look at his physique, you see what he posted when he was like 15? He was like, I weight trained for like 2 months here and I was natural. And like, he's just fucking shredded out of his mind.
It looks like he has breasts.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to censor that.
He does give good advice. I know the first Larry Wheels video I actually ever saw was just a random video recommended to me that was called like Overcoming Addiction. And he talked about how like he overcame because he had a really bad porn addiction.
Yeah,
and he would
cam
like,
girls.
Yeah, he would like tip cam girls. Like, I'm spending all my money on this. And that's awesome that he came out with that, you know? Because promoting a good message. I don't know if he's that good of an influencer to first watch. When you get into the gym, I'm gonna put him above Bradley Martyn. I don't know if you agree. Yeah. Oh, next we have fucking Stouffer. I'm skipping this guy because I have no fucking idea who that is either. But we have fucking Stouffer, or what's his name? Togi. Oh, fuck you, Togi. If you're watching this, I do not like you. We reacted to him in Gym Cringe. He's the guy. He's the guy who started off in Gym Cringe too, where he's like, I think it's fucking stupid that people don't take steroids.
I don't remember that.
And he was like, if you're a teenager, you should like hop on gear.
That's great.
And like,
that's an insane message.
He legitimately, like, it's not a joke. He like thinks gear is awesome because there's the video where he's like that guy he took him 15 years to make that physique. That's awesome. He's a great physique, but 15 years? I don't got time for that. He doesn't even look that crazy. He looks like someone maxed out the natty potential. He's just a general asshole. Because of that, I'm putting him in F. There's just promotes steroids, is on steroids, which being on steroids isn't inherently bad, but the way he does it is very, very bad. I recognize this guy from Joe Fazer's videos, I think. I know he's a Gymshark athlete, but I don't know his name, so bye-bye, you're going in the back. I think that's Lexx Little. You watch anything with Lexx Little?
No.
He has massive legs, strong as shit. I think he's natty. I know some people are like, he's not natty. I don't know enough.
His legs.
It's crazy. Personally, I've tried to watch him. My friends say he's very, very funny. And I get compared to him a lot. Like, dude, his humor reminds me of you. But like, I am not that much of a fan of his content. That's no hate to him. Fantastic physique. He works hard. I do not personally enjoy it. I don't know if he gives good information. I'll put him at D, like above these other people, above Tristyn and Alex. Next we have Joe Fazer. You ever watch Joe Fazer?
No.
Joe Fazer, another person I can just recommend. He makes weekly uploads, great YouTuber, great person, not much to say. I would recommend him. If you're skinny and you need to bulk up, dude, look at him. He's been skinny his entire life and he has a fantastic physique now. And like, he needs to eat like 4,000 calories a day. Like,
damn!
Like, yeah, like
oh my god!
All of his videos, like full day of eating, 4,500 calories.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
I think he's like 6'4".
Oh shit!
Yeah. So yeah, if you're a skinny boy trying to bulk up, he's going in A tier. An A tier. Okay guys, for real, this is the last interjection. This one's very important. Like I said, this video was filmed a few months ago, and as of yesterday, there have been allegations of Joe Fazer abusing his girlfriend and being a fake natural lifter. At this point in time, there's no verdict on what's true, on what's not true. I have no comment. I always wait until we have all the evidence. If all the allegations are true, then obviously he isn't an A-tier influencer. In fact, he's below F-tier. He's somehow below Togi. That's all I had to say. This really goes to show that you don't truly, really know everyone on the internet, so please take influencers' opinions with a grain of salt. Next, we have Athlene X. Opinions on Athlene X?
I don't really know anything about him, but is he the killing your gains guy?
He is the killing your gains guy.
Yeah, he killing your gains.
He's notorious for just complete contradicting information.
Cheat meals are killing your gains. Conditioning could be killing your gains. Stretching is killing your gains. Full range of motion is killing your gains, and it actually is true.
Athlene X is a very, very mixed bag. He sometimes has fantastic videos. He showed me like cable trap raises, which fucking destroy your back. That shit's crazy. But he has been in controversy for using fake weights in his videos. He does have some contradicting information on himself. Here's the thing, I'm advanced now. So I see the stuff where he's like not correct on or not the most correct on, and I'm like, okay, I can like cancel that out. But if you're a complete beginner, it's a mixed bag. You don't know what you're gonna get.
I hear a low D to a high E.
I'll put him in front of Tristyn. Jesse James West. You've had to hear about Jesse.
I've heard the name.
He's the #1 op on the block, okay? Dude, that was the fucking most white shit I've ever said.
Dude, #1 op on the block.
Yeah, dude. I spent like 2 to 3 months. No, shit. Let me think. I spent like 4 months making an 8-hour arm workout video. And like 3 days before I uploaded mine, he was like, 8-hour Rich Piana arm workout video. And he didn't even follow it as faithfully as I did. Like, I put my entire fucking pussy into that shit, man. I put everything into that. Where we got like, I bought a bunch of protein powders for it. Obviously, I'm joking. I'm not actually mad at him at that. We both had a great idea. In fact, it's a good thing that he uploaded the video, because not only did it boost my video, that means great minds think alike, right? He is so high on the YouTube chain that it's like, if he had that idea and I had that idea and we both upload them around the same time, hey, that means I'm doing something right? So I'm not actually mad at him for that. Jesse, if you ever want to collab, please. He gives good advice. I'm a very big fan of his old content. He used to be very down-to-earth, chill, talking to a camera, but now it's a lot of Mr. Beastification again, where if you go back to his older videos, he's very, very down to earth. Do I miss Division 1 lacrosse? Do I miss Division 1 lacrosse?
Lacrosse? I didn't even know they had a Division 1.
After he got a little more popular, he started doing Mr. Beastification of his videos. He started doing crazy challenges. And I don't think that his videos are that informative anymore. I think he's lost touch with reality. Not that he's lost touch, he's just become a lot less relatable. And one video that really proved that to me was I woke up at 5 a.m. every day for 30 days straight. At the beginning of the video, he wakes up at 5 a.m. He's like, oh, I gotta work out in early. I'm sticking to a normal work schedule. I'm so productive. And it kind of was disheartening to see because I'm like, yeah, dude, that's just a normal schedule. That's when I wake up and go to sleep. This video is him just living a normal person's life for 30 days. And like, it shows you like, wow, he's really disconnected. Look at the top comment. Bro treating people day-to-day reality is like a Mr. Beast challenge.
That's all I'm thinking.
Your 5 a.m. wake-ups are a wish for a lot of people, as there are a lot of people getting up daily at 5 a.m. but going on normal factory or office jobs. Keep progressing. Yeah, and I don't really like the advice he gives, because he doesn't really give advice anymore. He used to give fantastic advice. Now all of his videos are like, I'm about to jump off this bridge. I'm about to do this. And it's like, I personally don't find that entertaining. I do not like videos where it's just constant editing, snap, 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 snap. No, you're not learning anything. It's just engagement, where like you feel like that guy from like SpongeBob who's like, oh,
brain rot.
Yeah, quite literally brain rot. He's a good YouTuber. Everything he does is fantastic. He works hard, maintains a fantastic physique. I'm just not a fan of his current content. I would put him in B, I guess.
B tier.
Yeah, low B. Because he's not Larry Wheels tier. He has a very defined personality, and he does give good advice here and there, but he's definitely not A tier. Tren Twins.
I'm familiar with the Tren Twins.
I'm not that familiar with them. I'm
not familiar with the Tren Twins.
I might get a little controversial here. I don't find them funny, like, at all.
Okay, well, that might be because they're brothers, right? So whenever I see them, like I see some of them where they're like beating the shit out of each other, and I'm like, that's funny as fuck. I could relate to that because Zach and I attack each other all the time.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just not a fan of them. That doesn't mean they're bad. I don't know them personally. They could be awesome people. I don't know. I'll let you rank them.
You let me rank them?
Yeah, I don't want blood on my hands.
I don't know. For somebody who's new to the gym, I feel like this is entertaining, so I will put them. I'll put them right here. Entertainment.
I was above. Yeah, that's like the entertainment tier.
Entertainment.
Okay. Next, we have the GOAT! The goddamn GOAT! Dr.Mike Israetel. He is so fucking slept on. If you're new to the gym, boom! Right up here. I'll put... I don't know if he goes above Noel, actually. You know what? Let me do some renaming real fast. Now here's the new ranking. At the top, we have the GOATs! The people, if you're in the gym, fucking watch them. They're the best. Let's go back to Dr.Mike Israetel real fast. He has a philosophy channel and a lifting channel. Both fantastic. He's given me like life lessons that have changed my entire life, and I could talk about him for hours. I will say he's very, very bodybuilding centric focused. So if you're really into hypertrophy and building muscle, he's the best. If you're like a fighter or something, or a power lifter, he's still good to watch, but most of his videos won't be surrounded by that. But he gives fantastic information. He's a doctor. He's fucking hilarious. Highly, highly recommend for everyone to watch. Especially his philosophy channel. It doesn't get as many views. It should get 10 times the views. Oh shit. Next we have Zyzz.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I named it Aesthetic Heaven, but it just says aesthetic for some reason. Zyzz is going up here. Again, I'm biased. He's one of the first people who got me into the gym. Zyzz, be careful with Zyzz. Be careful with the Zyzz pipeline. Because now if you go to modern Zyzz, you'll find a lot of... If you just look up Zyzz, you'll see a lot of like misogynistic videos. A lot of them are like, reject modernity, embrace real masculinity, right? And I don't completely agree with the message this sends, it's just like a Patrick Bateman edit. That's not what true masculinity is. Masculinity comes from the inside. True strength comes from your mind, comes from feeling secure and confident. When it comes to Zyzz, you gotta be careful on watching the newer stuff because his community has kind of become a little different from what it used to be. But if you go back, watch originals of his videos, you watch his speeches, you know that he just preaches being an aesthetic cunt, being shredded, having a good physique, being as confident as possible, and that is a message I can get behind. And he also has some good training advice, really good training advice, especially for his time, because he's going to Aesthetic Heaven. And you know what? I think I'm gonna have to put David Lade up here, because for me, he's a lot like Zyzz, where he's just You look up to him because of his physique, because of what he spreads. But him as himself as a content creator, you don't really like watch their videos like that. So I'm gonna put them both up there. Plus, David Lade is one of the most iconic figures in fitness. I see memes of him all the time. Okay, LeanBeefPatty. I'll put her in good education and good content. I didn't even explain the tiers.
You gotta put her in the woman tier, which is above aesthetic heaven.
Yeah,
she's the only woman in the list.
Yeah, she is the only girl. Let me explain the tiers real fast. So aesthetic heaven, obviously just explained it. The GOATs, the best to check out if you're new to the gym. Best education. I think this is just gonna be Jeff Nippard, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you just want to strictly learn, he's the best. Good education and good content. Not as good and science-based as Jeff, but they still provide good moral education and education in the gym. And they also have good content. Fitness models, Jesse James West and calisthenics guy, they look good. Their advice isn't really there, Entertainment. Yeah, they lift, they give advice here and there, but they're mostly I watch this while I eat food, And then, And then, fuck you! You know what? Sorry, I'm gonna put these guys in cobwebs because I have no idea who they are. Sorry, guys, love you. Next, we got
Greg Doucette. Take testosterone.
Greg Doucette, very, very divisive figure. I have a lot I agree with. Greg. He's a very no-nonsense, no bullshit, follow this, do this diet, this is how it works, right? And a lot of that is really good. I've seen some of his content where he does no bullshit, where he's like, guys, a lot of you can't get lean, a lot of you can't stay lean. You can get to 15%, but below that, you're gonna suffer. And that's something I'm really glad he talks about. He talks about unrealistic standards, and it's a really good message he sends, 50% of the time. Other 50%, he's extremely divisive, and he's very confident in his opinions to the point where I'm not that confident. He's not open to change. Maybe he is. Maybe I'm just assuming things. I might be an asshole. I shouldn't say that. But I don't agree with half of the things he says. And some of the things he says, he's too definitive on his statements, in my opinion. He isn't open. I also highly disagree with him on his take on testosterone. Testosterone is supposed to be this natural steroid. You pop a pill, you're 100% natty. You bust open the doors of the gym. Oh, you just gained 10 pounds of muscle on your arms. Oh, you're huge. No matter what you do, you sleep. 10 pounds of muscle added to my penis. It's crazy. But the thing is it doesn't work in my opinion. Greg, if you want to send me free testosterone to shut me up and have me try it, I will. But for now, I don't believe in it. The reason they think testosterone works is because testosterone is basically the plant equivalent to testosterone. The chemicals look very similar. Because of that, people are like, oh, since they look similar, if you take it, you'll get more testosterone. It's not how it works. I think there was a study showing that it produces more liver enzymes in rats. But those are rats. We did it on a human study, and nothing happened. Sorry, Greg. I'm gonna put you... I don't know where I'm gonna put you. Because if you're new, you need to hear a lot of the things he says. But he's a little radical in his views, so... I'll put him at the very end of good education. And finally, we have Sam Sulek. Opinions on Sam Sulek?
He's the GOAT, but he's entertaining. He's got that consistency down. I don't watch him, but I see his videos are like spring bulk, day 1, day 2, day 3. So that's consistency, right?
Yeah, I'll put him, I think I know exactly where I'm gonna put him. Right under Will. If you're new to the gym, I recommend Will a little more than Sam. He provides very good education. I'm not a fan on the way he trains. People are like, oh, but he's bigger than you. Yeah, because he's on every steroid imaginable. He does a lot of long length and partials, and he muscles the weight a lot, which he can get away with. He's young, he's on steroids, he's gonna grow if he touches any dumbbell in any way right now. And he's bulking like crazy. He kind of has an awful diet, but he gives a lot of good moral advice. You've seen the reels where he's just talking in his car and he's just giving good advice. So he gives a lot of great advice. He gives a lot of good gym advice too, where he's just be consistent, just stick to something, right? Because even Sam Sulek, he isn't training in the most optimal way, but look at his fucking physique. He looks great just because he's sticking with something. You stick with something, you're gonna grow no matter what it is. So, because of that, I'm putting him right under Will in the good education and good content because he's very entertaining to listen to. But he also... Well, what's your opinion on this? I've seen a lot of controversy because people say he indirectly promotes steroids to young teenagers.
I highly disagree. I mean, I've never heard him talk about steroids before, outside of I just saw a video of him making a joke about them, but...
No, he's never talked about that.
I was going to say, I've never heard of that, so how are they promoting that?
Because I saw the argument that it was like his mere existence of him being that insanely jacked and that huge and having like a young impressionable audience like makes me want to hop on gear.
Okay, well, you say young impressionable audience, like who's the largest YouTuber? Like physically most massive YouTuber?
I would say probably Sam Sulek right now.
Really?
Sam Sulek, yeah.
Really? Because I was gonna say like C-Bum. You know, I don't think C-Bum promotes steroid use, but he's not really like an influencer. And Mr. Olympia attracts like an older crowd.
You're right. C-Bum is up there. C-Bum's there, but also you gotta keep in mind C-Bum's the exact opposite side of the coin, where he actively says not to hop on steroids. There's many podcasts where they ask him what his stack is. He's like, I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want people copying me. So he's the exact opposite, where he's like, if you're not gonna compete like me, if you're not gonna be Mr. Olympia, don't take steroids. So you can say he does take the preventive measure by saying not to, because Sam is kind of choosing the neutral path, where he's not saying not to, but he's not promoting it either. But yeah, this is the tier list, the definitive influencer tier list.
This is the correct tier list.
This is, yeah. I'm gonna put Noel Deyzel, Dr.Mike Israetel, and Jeff Nippard in the description. Everyone else you can look up. These are the influencers you can trust. They're Ruben certified, unless they turn out to be like
evil.
Then they're not Ruben certified.
Unless it's LeanBeefPatty, in which case she could be evil and still be Ruben certified.
LeanBeefPatty. Look, okay.
Hit us up.
If you, yeah, please. I know you're watching this video right now. Please.
Revoke your humanity.
You're inhuman!